Father was a big man, like was a mechanic, but he had a big mechanic workshop. He used to get contracts to fix vehicles for Julius Berger and all these people. They were well-to-do kids. His mom was there. He had siblings. He had an elder brother and like two sisters, I think. And one day, his father just took them, his mom and his siblings, let them stand up, let them pack their things and come. He didn't it wasn't aggressive, just like a thing of urgency. Yeah, just pack your stuff, enter the car, let's go. So he put them in the car, they were living in Abuja at the time, took them to Gwagwalada, and rented a one-room apartment for them and put them in there and say he's coming back to explain. He didn't come back the next day, and then the mom was like, okay, let's go and check. Let her go and find out what is going on with this man. So she went back and couldn't find him. So that's why they couldn't reach their dad. And she came back. A few days, nothing. Didn't hear from him. Weeks, didn't hear from him. Months, didn't hear from him. So she said, she's going to accept her fate now. Start doing menial jobs, looking for what to do. From a big man's wife that had all this money, she had to now start selling akara and doing different things to raise money to start getting for her family. So while she was doing that, they were still hoping that this man would come back somehow, but he never came back. Months turned into years, and they had to move out from that place. Their rent expired. They couldn't renew. They had to be staying outside, where sun or rain or everything would beat all of them. And then the children now, these boys started trying to look for money in the streets to make sure that their siblings can go to school, their sisters can go to school, while their mother was still struggling. This guy telling the story was a child then, so he had easily forgotten his father. He was now a trenches kid. They were now trenches people all of a sudden. And then years passed, and then this guy was like a teenager now. Somebody saw him and was like, I recognize you. And I was like, me, I don't know you. And you see that street, this other. He now like convinced him by telling him his name and telling him things. So he convinced him, and the guy now took this strange man to their mom. Their mom now recognized the man. Long time, what's going on? Say, I've not heard from you too. That's why are they here and everything. His mom explained things to that man, and then the man was like, don't worry, I will take you back to see this man, to her husband, which is this guy's father. So this man has gone to a new area, had a big house, business was still going well, had a new wife, and had a child or two. And he said he can't still remember exactly how that conversation went, because he didn't discuss with his father, but he just remembered hating him. He didn't want anything to do with their man. They went back to Gwagwalada, they went back to the trenches. They didn't stay with their dad. I don't know if it was the man that refused or the woman was just too stubborn she didn't want to stay. However, they went back, and he grew up, in that environment as a trenches kid. His dad is back with his mom. His father and his mother now are together, old people together now, doing things together and all of that. This is the story of almost everybody who has had extramarital affairs and broken up his family as a result.